Hello, there are many rules that come with exponents, and that's why there's so many videos of me doing them. All right, I know, Ton, I keep getting close and far. It's like a illusion. So another rule when it comes to exponents is a negative exponent rule. So negative exponents. If we have a negative exponent, what it does is it flips in the fraction, no matter what. So let's get a few examples. If I had 5 to the negative third power, that is going to be the same as 1 over 5 to the third. To make an exponent go from a negative to a positive, we have to put it in the denominator if it's already in the numerator, or if it doesn't mean anything, put it in the denominator and make the exponent positive. And then we can write this as what we know it is. 1 over 5 times 5 times 5, which is the same as 1 over 125. And that's our answer. Okay? Or, for example, what if I had x to the negative 7? Well, that would be the same as what? 1 over x to the positive 7. Whenever an exponent changes from a negative to a positive or a positive to a negative, when you flip the sign, you flip it into the opposite part of the fraction, whether it be the numerator to the denominator or the denominator to the numerator. We do not like when fractions are negative, and that's why it's helpful to be able to work through it like this, okay? So, the rule of thumb, I'll keep it up here, is x to the negative a is equal to 1 over x to the a. Or, if it's the opposite, if it's 1 over x to the b, it's the same as, or x to the negative b. It is just the same as x to the positive b. Where if it was in the denominator, you can put it to the numerator and just make it a positive exponent. So if I said simplify this, let's get x to the 5, y to the negative 4, z to the 3, all over a to the 5, b to the 6, c to the negative 4. Now, I want my exponents to all be positive. So if they're already positive, they can stay where they are. This guy can stay where he is because he's already positive. This guy can stay where he is because he's already positive. This guy can stay where he is because he is already positive. This guy can stay where he is because he's already positive. Now the other two, we do not like that they're negative. And what do we say about exponents when they're negative? We take it, we flip it to the other side of the fraction, or the other part of the fraction, and make it positive. We put it to the other side of the fraction, and we make it positive. That's all we're doing. We're just being able to rewrite. When we see something one way, we got to be able to manipulate it into something we want to look at. Okay? And let's get this erased. And let's do an example like it before. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go, let's do a, b, c, negative 4, 5, negative 3, d to the 7. All over a to the 3, b to the negative 5, c to the negative 8, and d to the 3. Sure. Now, what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to rewrite it so that all of my negatives are on the opposite side, right? So I'm going to rewrite this. The ones that stay in the same spot. The 5 up top stays in the same spot. The D stays in the same spot. So these guys are going to stay up top. Actually, since they're staying, I'll keep them in green. B to the 5 stays. D to the 7 stays. Perfect. Now, in the denominator, what's going to stay is a to the 3 and d to the 3, right? So I've already addressed this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. Now all the other guys got to flip over if we need to. So that a to the 4 is going to come downstairs. A to the 4 comes downstairs. It's like it's being multiplied down here. Okay? And that c to the 3. Remember, when we flip them to the denominator or flip them into the numerator, we flip the signs. So this guy just got addressed, and so did this guy. And now we do work with b and c. Well, b goes up top again. And that c to the 8 goes up top again. Well, we have all of this. And yes, this is a right answer, but there is a better way to answer it. What we got to do now is we have to simplify it. Let's see if I can cheat here. Can I copy this? I cannot. That's okay. Now, I want to simplify this. Now, how many b's do we have up top? Because I got b's, c's, and d's up top. So up top, I have b's, c's, and d's. Well, how many b's do I have up top? I have 10 b's, I have 8 c's, and 7 d's. What about down low? What do I have? I have a's, c's, and d's. Well, I have 7 a's, boom, boom, 3 c's, and 3 d's. Now, I'm not done. Why am I not done yet? Well, because it's not simplified. I don't like that color, so I got to change the color again. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry. I'll fix it next time. I have C's on the top and the bottom. I have D's on the top and the bottom. So let's fix those. The B can stay the same because he has no friends up top or down low, right? Now, we have 8 C's up top, 3 C's on bottom. So why don't we move the C's upstairs? If more people were upstairs, why don't you guys just go upstairs? Right? Same thing with D's. The D's, same thing. Perfect. And this is our final answer. We went from this ugly monstrosity to that. We just got to work through it. Hopefully you picked up something, and I will love to see y'all again soon. Bye-bye.